Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of my comic book reviews. This will be the last comic review I do in the year 2009. I do realize that these comic books were released December 23rd, 2009, and there was one comic released this week, December, I believe that today is the Wednesday was the 30th. But regardless, it's only one comic, so we're going to consider that part of 2010's lot, even though I will mention it came out in 2009. Um, December 23rd had a lot of comics. Before we get into the comics, I'd like to mention a few things. You guys, I know a lot of people are interested in what you can find, like to chronolog, to get some order for your comics. I came across this. It's free. This is not a newer one. I believe this is an older one because there's another one, another I can't pronounce it right. Chronology of Marvel. It's free. There's another one. I'm getting the other one next week's comics, so I'll update. But this is an older one. Also, another free comic that they're giving away at Midtown.com. I'll put the link in the sidebar from now on. Is you type in free comic, and you'll get a list of comic books. This one's one of them. It has sketches from The Amazing Spider-Man on one side, and once you're done scanning, and also on the back, if you flip the comic, it has sketches from The Astonishing X-Men. You have Gauntlet sketches, and you have Astonishing X-Men sketches. It's free. I think Marvel's very nice to release these books once in a great while. DC does not do this, or if they have, I have not seen a book yet that DC's done that's free, a comic sketch. Really nice, really awesome, and we'll talk more about free stuff and about next week's comics and stuff in a minute. Okay, getting into the mainline comic books from last week. First one I'm going to be doing is Marvel Adventure Spider-Man 58. Thing is, somebody came to me and said, asked if I read any of the Marvel Adventures. And I said, I heard that they were for kids. I mean, if you look at the bottom over here, it mentions about kids and stuff like that. So I figured, when it first came out, I figured it was a kid's book. But I was told, just read it, check it out. Why not? So I said, what the hell? It's not. It looks like the cover looks really nice. It doesn't look like a kid's cover. I guess it's more for young teenagers, not for children. I think it's for like a younger reader's generation, but not very young anymore because the book has its fair share of action. We'll call it action that I don't think little kids should be watching or reading about, especially if you're little. But it's really good. I actually enjoyed the book. It's yet again another retelling of Spider-Man. Not like the Ultimate Universe. In this comic, it introduces new characters, as well as Gwen Stacy is once again alive, and also Emma Frost is in this comic. I don't know how, but like I said, it's a different continuity. So I'm guessing there's the Adventures universe, the Ultimate Comics universe, and the actual mainstream line universe. I enjoyed the comic. I might buy more in the future. I did enjoy, like I said, the story. It looks like it has a lot of promise, this series, and it definitely does not seem like a kid's book. Um, really, I'm just jumping into this. Basically, this girl wants Spider-Man to join her group of people, agency thing. It's really nice. I'd say pick it up if you want. It's for people of all ages. I'm sorry. It even says right here, if you look at the top, it says all ages. So I guess it's a kid book. It's meant for kids, but at the same time, it is basically for any age. That's what the book is saying. That's what it actually means. Okay, now this next set is one of these comics is from this week. The other two are back comics. Actually, two are from this week, and this one's a back comic. Fall of Hulk's Alpha. I was told to check it out. It's a big event. It's getting a lot of bad talk, and I'm being honest with you. This comic was crap. I read it. It was boring. It bored the shit out of me. This is the comic you don't want to get. If you got this and was going to base your entire opinion on Fall of Hulks by this, you're going to be disappointed. Alpha is the first book of the Fall of the Hulks, and it is a very bad start. Very bad. I didn't enjoy it. That's all. Hulk number 18. Doc Sampson goes completely dark. The cover says it all. The main character in this book is Dr. Sampson and Leonard Sampson, and I'll be honest with you, it just yet again it managed to fail, and I managed to lose my interest halfway through the comic. Yet again, I wouldn't suggest getting it. It has nothing to do with Fall of Hulks anyway. It's like a prequel to Fall of Hulks. You can miss it, meaning. Okay, now, another one that came out this week. Fall of Hulks Gamma, the red title, I'm guessing the Red Hulk. This had a good event in it. Turns out, this is a spoiler, Red Hulk kills, or at least we're made to believe he kills Thunderbolt Ross, General Ross, that goes after the Hulk. He kills him. The end. And then it's later found out that Bruce Banner is working with Red Hulk, and they have something that's going on. I guess they know about MODOK and his group of people wanting to go after them, and Red Hulk's looking for something, and Bruce Banner offers it to him. I'll be honest with you, with the 3 comics I've read of Fall of the Hulk, this one being the latest, and number 18, but that's a prequel. Basically, after reading this, I can't make a definite judgment, but from what I'm reading, I think the Fall of the Hulks is going to fall flat. I really think it's going to fall flat. And I'm being honest with you, if it gets any flatter than it is now, I will be discontinuing my reading of the Fall of the Hulks. But I'm keeping hope because I know Jeff Loeb, or however you pronounce his name, and I enjoyed his work on many comics. I'm just hoping that it gets better. If it doesn't, which a lot of people are saying it won't, that it's just going to get worse, then I will discontinue reading the series. But I will pick up the next Hulk issue and see how things are going. Once again, if I don't like it, I won't get it. Do I suggest getting this? Out of the other 2, this was the best. So if you want to have a... Gee, what's a good way to put it? If you want to check it out for yourself, Gamma's the one you want to get. Don't look at Alpha, unless you want to bio on the villains and stuff like that, then go ahead. Don't get Hulk 18 because it's all about Leonard Sampson. If you want anything about Fall of the Hulks, I'd get this. Because there's an event in here anyway, or a known event. And also Betty Ross is found to still be alive. That's up to you. I'm still checking, so I'm leaving that up in the air. You can choose whether you wish to read it or not. Another comic I wanted to get out of the way since we're doing this since we're doing comic books that I'm doing 2 seconds of. Ah, here it is. Okay. 2 seconds. Halo Bloodline, part 1 of 5. I'm not going to talk about the story. I'm not going to say get it or not. Really quick, if you are a Halo fan, this is going to be a prequel to Halo Reach. It's 5 parts, 5 months. It's going to reach out into the summer, I guess, and then when it goes off, by the time it ends, it'll only be a few more months until Halo Reach comes out. Completely up to you. If you like Halo, pick up the comic. Marvel Comics does an awesome job. You guys know Marvel. Doing a shitload better than DC in certain events. Fall of the Hulk being one of the bad ones Marvel's doing. If you like Halo, pick it up. If you don't like Halo and have no interest in the game, then this is a comic book you can skip over. I get it because I like Halo and I find the comic stories a little bit interesting. It's nice. It's an okay one. And with that, we're getting the fingers, so I will catch you guys back here for part 2 in a little bit. Catch you soon.